GearNetwork.com.
This is a Gear Network production.
A Gear Network production.
It's Monday, May 9th, 2016, and it's time for another episode of Misguided Musings with Jesse, Sarge, Matt, and your host, Jordan.
Produced by Tom Turnham.
Hello, and welcome to episode number 16.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to episode 16.
Wow, I got into that a little bit further than I thought I would this time. Welcome to episode 16 of Misguided Musings. I am Jordan, as you can tell. We have Sarge and Jesse on.
Yay!
And as always, you can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Misguided Musings.
On the Book of Faces.
You can find us all on Twitter at Musing Podcast. I am at J_K_Oster. Jesse is at HAfricanJ, that's Hafrican without the L. And Sarge is at Bastard Prophet. And we are not joined by Matt tonight. He is still dealing with that inverted penis issue that he had, so...
I heard he is trying different forms of holistic medication.
Yeah, he said something about rubbing cilantro and mint muddled in a... I don't want to get into it. I just know that he
tried to fix it with a coat hanger, and he mucked the whole works up.
Well, he was trying to clear the blockage of the coat hanger. I'm not sure about anything else. But so Matt, we wish you the best as you're listening to this whenever. So, I would like to start out this episode just kind of, Tom and I had an experience. We went to a baseball game, and I realized that baseball stadiums and stadiums around America are actually trying to gentrify the people that go to games. And it never occurred to me before until I was like walking through Jamaica Plain in Boston, and that's kind of a neighborhood that they're turning around. That's why Matt lives there. And I was like, holy shit, like you can't go into a bathroom anymore and look at the guy's dick next to you while you're pissing. There's like these the dividers are in between the urinals.
Oh, the day.
So I'm sorry, is this how you gauge your enjoyment of a baseball
weird
game?
Starting argument,
whether or not you can see the penis of the guy next to you. You know there's websites for this.
Your argument should not begin with. They're gentrifying baseball. Where'd the dicks go?
Well, I mean, we're a dick heavy show here, so no.
Well, I do have a heavy dick.
Hey-o.
What really made me think of this actually was Tom and I were drinking at the game, which was stupid because a beer made in Boston in a can cost $9.75. And Bud Light in a can costs $9.50 there. And I was like, holy shit, like, Sully's can't afford to go there and buy this. And for those of you who don't know what a Sully is, Jussie, can you hit a Sully for me real quick?
Dude, it's fucking retarded. A Bud Light should be $2.50. This dollar draft nights, kid. That guy's not going to the game anymore.
Yeah, clearly. Especially when bleacher seats are more than $50. And you're like, wow, how the fuck did that happen? How do they expect people to pay $50 to sit in the bleachers when, you're extra money goes to heroin and weed?
I love how those are the two things you assume they're doing. Heroin and weed.
You totally skipped over Coke, which is basically the Quincy diet.
Heroin and Coke. One to make you sleepy, the other one to be like, I gotta go to work tomorrow and fucking lay brick.
So, I don't know if you guys have had any similar experiences with anything around, but yeah, the gentrification of any sports venues in any sport are just, it's terrible.
I remember going to a Red Sox game with my dad in the 80s, and this was still a time where you could bring a fucking cooler into the stadium, and you could have like cans of soda or beer in your cooler, and you didn't have to buy anything. And also, this particular game that we went to was a Sox-Yankees game, and so I think during the sixth or seventh inning, the firefighters from Boston started fighting the firefighters from New York, and they were literally fighting in the aisles as we're watching the baseball game. And I just remember thinking to myself, like, this is so fucking exciting. Now I go to a baseball game and I'm like, oh, look, a stuffed animal who's walking around. This is a great idea. This is really good. Nothing makes me more interested in this game than a giant green guy with a red fucking nose.
I mean, if I had to say anything, like, from my experiences going when we were kids, It would definitely be that beer was cheap enough that people would still throw it. And now people think like 3 times before, like, do I really want to throw this beer at the fucking asshole sitting in front of me, that asshole in the Yankees jersey?
If someone bumps into you and makes you spill a sip, that's almost enough to start a fight.
Yeah, you want to kill somebody. You're like, oh my God, it's over now. Sometimes when I stand there at the thing when they're filling the beer up, I take like 5 or 6 sips out of the beer before I start moving, because if I spill it, I feel like I've wasted $2 or $3.
Yeah, you just watched $3 fall to the floor and splatter everywhere.
I love this happened like 8 years ago, yesterday or today, and I'll post this video on our Facebook page. But
are you going to talk about the pizza guy?
Yes, a guy threw a slice of pizza at a Red Sox fan. And all they could talk about was how much money you spend on a pizza and how they wouldn't throw the slice. And now that's translated to like beer and like popcorn. Even popcorn there. Tom bought a thing of popcorn because I think of nothing more than baseball.
He's a fool.
You know, I think of nothing more than baseball.
7?
And
who goes to a baseball game and is like, oh, you know what? I'm going to get a popcorn.
It's in the song.
No, that's Cracker Jacks.
Yeah, it's Cracker Jacks, dude.
It's peanuts and Cracker
Right.
Jacks.
It's peanuts and Cracker Jacks, and no time do they mention popcorn.
And he literally bought a bag of popcorn. Like, he was like, I want popcorn. Like, we're at a movie. So it was really funny to watch Tom eating popcorn like a little kid at a baseball
I don't
game.
understand popcorn. Popcorn is like the worst fucking snack. It's like, hey, eat a fistful of these things that's going to get stuck in your teeth for a week afterwards.
Maybe you should just learn to eat your popcorn like a big boy, because it's fucking delicious.
Popcorn is fucking bullshit.
It is not. You put enough butter and salt on there. I just came a little, so it can't be bad.
Yeah, popcorn's great if you want to eat about 300 or 400 of something.
Oh, that's a Mitch Hedberg joke.
Is it? Well, fuck.
He originally said it about rice. He said rice is great if you want to eat hundreds of something.
Tom, please edit out what I just said. I refuse to steal a Hedberg joke.
Are you
intentionally or
Are you above it or
unintentionally.
below it? I'm confused.
No, I'm way below it. Now, Rosie O'Donnell joke, I'll steal that shit all day.
All right, so
I don't know when I'm going to need to tell a joke about being fat or liking Broadway, but I'll find a way.
we can work it in, I'm sure. So that leads me to my next point. All Patriots fans in this area are fucking douchebags.
Agreed.
I mean,
I'm so sick of hearing about like these Tom Brady is like Free Brady tattoos. There's literally people getting tattoos that say Free Brady on them. I gotta be honest, if I saw somebody with a tattoo that said Free Brady, like somebody that I knew, I would disavow them.
I don't understand why you would get that tattooed on you. Tom Brady was only going to be playing for the team for like another, 3 or 4 years? Your tattoo is there for fucking ever. Some people are going to have tattoos longer than they will have their own children.
Hey, Jesse, can we get a Sully that says Brady lives forever?
that Brady lives. Dude, fucking Tom Brady is more persecuted than anyone in this country has
Tom
ever
Brady
been before.
is fucking immortal, dude. He's immortal.
If Tom Brady touches you and you have cancer, no more cancer. People don't talk about that.
That's true. One time, I'm pretty sure I saw Tom Brady give $200 to a kid in the street. That kid is Donald Trump.
Dude, even if you're a bro and you blow Tom Brady, you're not gay. It's written in the Bible.
No, it's not fucking gay. You're just doing him a favor, dude.
He's doing you a favor.
That's true. I heard his cum can cure AIDS. Probably would have helped out Prince.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's bad. You know, it's sad, too, because I really did like Prince, but I couldn't let that joke go by.
Is that what they said? Did he die?
No, he had AIDS. He was diagnosed.
He had AIDS.
Just before.
He was diagnosed with AIDS. I think he died of Percocet.
Goddamn Charlie Sheen.
I'm actually trying to. So, do we don't know what he died of yet, right?
No, they haven't released the autopsy, but apparently reports are that he had AIDS before he died.
Well, I mean, he was a very famous man. He had several handlers that were helping him out with things.
Like,
yeah.
AIDS.
Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Well, I guess
now.
the elevator finally did take him down.
Oh, yikes. That is rough.
You know what's funny, too?
Do you think the diagnosis came in and he was like, well, we need to talk about your cells formerly known as T's?
You know what's sad about this, too, is like my kids didn't know who Prince was, but my wife and I, on the night we met, the first song we danced to was Purple Rain. So Prince has always been like a thing for her, and we both, really like Prince and stuff. So the kids didn't know, so we played a couple of songs for them. And now, just periodically, when things are really quiet, I can hear my son, like in another room, going, "Dearly beloved, We are gathered here to celebrate this thing called life. He does it all the time. Let's Go Crazy is his new favorite song.
That's great.
It's awesome.
It's
I
awesome.
love
He's
I
fucking
love the
4.
music your kids are into.
Dude, the thing is, I refuse to let my kids listen to any shitty music unless it's my shitty music. So, like, I'll introduce them to whatever I can, but, you know, there's not many 7-year-old girls walking around singing, like, Paranoid by Ozzy or, like, Iron Man.
And what's wrong with their parents?
I know. What kind of shitty parent doesn't teach a kid about Ozzy?
Some kids just like, did you hear the new Rafi song? And
I know.
she's just singing For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Wait, who's Rafi?
Rafi?
I'm not.
Rafi? You don't know who Rafi is?
No.
He's
I thought it was a
he's
chick,
that guy
actually.
who sings all those terrible
When we were-
children's
I gotta
songs.
be honest. I thought Rafi was a chick.
When we were kids, they used to make children's songs.
Yeah, he does. I don't know what any of his songs are. He's like famous for Wheels on the Bus, wasn't he?
No, it was like monkeys and alligators or some shit.
Oh, whatever.
I forgot.
But no, so the thing is, like, before we had kids, my wife and I would, like, you know, be watching TV or whatever. One of those fucking godless Kids Bop commercials would come on.
God, those kids.
And so we both had shared, like, an equal hatred for Kids Bop. Because we were like, listen, if the kid's going to listen to a shitty song, they might as well listen to the original shitty version of it, not some fucking kid trumped up, oh, let's make this safe for the kids to listen to.
No one wants to listen to a kindergarten class sing My Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard.
Exactly. So the rule that we made in our family, we had 2 rules. Number
Actually,
one,
I believe that's the national anthem played at NAMBLA meetings.
that's true. That's fact.
Yeah.
But I told her, you know, the number 1 rule was our kids will never listen to Kids Bop, and the number 2 rule was if we were ever going to get divorced, we wouldn't have to do any paperwork or anything. One of us would just give the other one a Kids Bop CD. It's true. We hold that pact to this day.
Wait, so if you want
And
a divorce,
if your kids...
you just
Yeah.
give your wife a Kids Bop CD.
This is
I'm
true.
putting one
yeah.
in the mail now.
Okay. No. I have to present it to her. There's a ceremony involved, of course.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you want to ruin your kid's mood, just play them Last Kiss by Pearl Jam. That'll ruin anyone's day. Adult or child.
You know what's funny is Pearl Jam put out they did the cover of Last Kiss, and they did it for like some charity thing. And I'm like,
What
fucking charity could this possibly be involved with? Like, is there a charity for watching your girlfriend die in your arms? I'm
It's
confused.
a charity for making everyone incredibly sad on long drives home. Oh, this is Pearl Jam. And then by the end of the song, you're like, dear God, I need to call my girlfriend.
A sad song about someone dying as sung by the Swedish Chef. Murder, 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 murder.
Floats along like butterflies. Even floor.
Did the Swedish Chef just say Bobby Flay?
Oh,
Pearl
man.
Jam is the most soul-crushing band because they're like, what are we going to sing about? What if your girlfriend died in your arms? We can go into great detail about that. All right, what are we going to do for the
That was a
follow-up?
cover, dude. They covered it. It was an original from like the 50s.
All right, now that we've done the fun 50s cover, what's our next song? I don't know, school shootings seem like they're going to be the thing. It's got, you know, it was right from the...
Sometimes I like to sing Frozen songs in the key of Eddie Vedder. Drives my daughter crazy. She gets so mad.
You know what song I don't understand by them is
Let it go, let it go.
I don't understand. Fuck you, Christian, for making me lose it. I don't understand. Don't call me daughter. I
Yeah,
just don't. I don't understand the song. Like,
they were ahead of the curve on the transgender thing.
I mean,
Yeah, exactly. My pronouns are he and him, and don't call
I
me
just
daughter.
kind of feel like that's anti-transgender. Because what if it is a daughter? Maybe them?
I assume if it's told about from the perspective of the daughter, talking to her dad.
Yeah, because if it was the dad saying it would be like, don't call him daughter.
Yeah, telling his daughter not to call him anymore. But I assume, don't call me daughter. Why are you referring to me in the third person?
Or he's like telling his golf buddies, don't call him daughter.
He's just got a really weird boss, and he's like, dude, you've been calling me daughter for months now. If you don't stop, I'm going to write a song and give it to my son.
Hello, Eddie's daughter.
He just met his dad's boss one day, and he's like, oh, is this your daughter? Nice long hair, fruit. He's like, you're going to be a #1 hit, you piece of garbage.
Back to Patriots fans. They're terrible. The team never does anything wrong.
And the thing is, like, I fucking love the Patriots. I love our team. I love watching them play. I loved them when they sucked. But yeah, you're right. I fucking hate our fans.
You know who the other group of fans I hate in Boston is Red Sox fans.
Can we just agree that people from Boston are terrible people? Have we not conceded that we are terrible people?
Depends. But yeah, for the most part. I mean, it's true. It really is. I don't understand how people from a place so cold and inhospitable can be such unbelievably weepy, sad, effeminate liberals. I don't get it.
I will understand that the NFL is just like, hey, you murdered some dogs. You come back next year. They're like, hey, you beat the shit out of your wife in an elevator. That's all right. They're like, hey, you keep hitting your kids with sticks. That's fine. Tom Brady, you deflated balls. You will pay, you gorgeous motherfucker. Like, okay.
And then it also comes down to, number one, who cares if he deflated the footballs? And number two, I don't even remember when this happened.
He's already played a full season since.
Why is this still a fucking thing? Yes, let it go.
I knew it was coming.
Let it go.
You know what I hate, I think, the most about the people who go to Red Sox games, because I can't even call them fans, is when everybody, regardless of the Red Sox are winning or losing, they could be losing by 12 runs. In the 8th inning, they play Sweet Caroline, and I get this unbelievable rage that builds up inside me. Like, if I was the Hulk, that would be my rage song. I would fucking turn green and just start punching the shit out of everything.
I used to watch you openly sing that at dances.
Yeah, and then I grew up and was like, oh shit, this song's terrible. And the baseball team that I love, going to the stadium, watching them lose in the 8th inning by fucking 8 or 10 runs, everybody's like, oh, it's okay, Sweet Caroline's on, great.
See, the thing about, though, when Sweet Caroline comes on, I'm usually so drunk that I'm happy about it.
You can't get drunk at Red Sox games anymore, $9.75 a beer.
You can if you start before the game and then sneak in nips.
They have metal detectors
what are you, new?
now. You can't sneak in nips anymore.
That's not true. I sneak in nips at every single game I go to.
Yeah, well, good luck this year.
You just put a pint in your back pocket.
Dude, I did it last year, and they had the metal detectors.
Wear a long shirt.
Yeah. It's easy to sneak it in, man. I've been doing it. I've done it for 2 seasons now.
Hard alcohol is the easiest to sneak into places. Have you ever not brought an entire pint into a movie theater, bought a large soda, poured the entire pint in, and been like, perfect mix. Thanks, giant movie theater soda.
Pint in a movie theater is different than fucking going to a game and stuffing a pint in your back pocket. Absolutely.
I bring knives to Red Sox games.
Why?
I'm an Iraqi war veteran. It's a thing. We all have weapons.
I just like how calm he was about that. Like, that was a great answer. Just right off the fly. I'm a war vet.
You're home now. It's okay.
Let's put it this way. There's never a time where I intend to be disarmed.
What if you lose both your arms? Then you will forever be disarmed.
I'll use my foot. Oh, boy.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
good call. Good call. You win.
All right. I think this is a good point where we're going to actually take a break, and when we come back, we're going to be introducing you to a man by the name of Lawrence Pennycutt.
Matt hired him,
and
we'll see what this recent hire from our missing Matt. He hired this guy before he.
Yeah, we haven't met this person yet.
Was tragically dealing with his inverted penis problem, so we'll see what Matt's brought to this radio show.
I can't say Matt that actually hired him. He just found this guy who wanted to be an intern on a podcast.
He said he had a glowing interview.
Since we can't afford to pay anybody.
Which is interesting because I don't think we really needed an intern, but I've heard of Lawrence, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So we will be right back.
Ooh, yeah, it's the Macho Man here. Yeah, talking to you, from, beyond the realm of spectrum. Yeah, all the other greats are, Dusty Rhodes is over there, Roddy Piper right over there. I got Balls and Axel right over there, and we're around the radio. Yeah, radio in our faraway land, so we can listen to you, talking wrestling on Gear Network. We want to hear JC talk about wrestling. We want to hear who he's interviewing, some of these young up-and-comers. I want to hear what they're about, and I want to hear them talk about how much of an inspiration the Macho Man really was for them. Dig it. I dig it. Wow, freak out. I'm doing a commercial. Right here, Gear Network, talking wrestling. Listen in, as that Perez guy would say. Dig it.
The Talking Wrestling Podcast, every 2 weeks through SummerSlam, here on the Gear Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I am Ryan Wolf.
it's Mr. Perez.
And I have a question for you, Perez.
What's your question?
Do you like to listen to people talk about sports?
No. Of course I like sports and listening to people talk about sports.
Well, guess what? I have the perfect solution for
You
you.
have a solution for me?
There's a podcast
Okay.
on this very network.
This network?
Every single week you can hear it.
Really?
New content, latest and breaking news. We talk about baseball, football, hockey, basketball, soccer, UFC, whatever you want to talk about.
So sports in general.
They talk about sports in general. You got
Okay.
it.
I like
you
it.
know the dictionary.
I like
very,
it.
Very proud of you.
Thank you.
I must say, tune in. We are better live than dead.
You're not.
Every single week. You're not going to want to miss it. Exclusively here on the Gear Radio Network.
All right, everybody, welcome back. And we are joined by Mr. Larry Pennycutt. Larry, thank you for joining the show today.
Jordan, thank you for having me. Thank you all for inviting me. Gentlemen, just one quick thing. If you wouldn't mind, I prefer to go by Lawrence, not Larry.
Wait, so
You like the proper pronunciation of your name.
Proper pronunciation.
I can't...
And, guys, I totally agree with him. My given name is Christian, and, I figure if I'm going to have to go with a really crappy name, you might as well have to say the whole thing. I hate it when people call me Chris. Drives me fucking nuts.
Well, it's not your name. Christian is just...
Christian is my name. Chris, I when I was waiting tables, Lawrence, if you don't mind. No, it's fine. Go ahead. When I was waiting tables, I would come up to the table and I'd be like, hey, my name's Christian and I'm going to be your waiter tonight. And then, some friggin' jackass at the table would be like, Chris? I'm like, no, my name's Christian. And this one guy one time was like, what's the difference? And I'm like, well, Chris is not my name and the other's a major world religion. So easy to remember.
I don't trust people who have a natural nickname and don't let me call them that. So, Larry,
Lawrence.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll have to work on that.
Yep.
Lawrence.
Thank you.
I will work on it, but I don't know that I can trust you immediately. So.
Hey, you know what, Jordan? Life's the journey, and we've all got things that we need to work on.
So don't stop believing.
Well, very, very droll, my friend. That's very good.
Thank
very
you.
good. Yeah, I like Journey as well. Stephen Perry is an excellent.
I like
musician.
Larry. I like Larry.
So-
He likes my puns.
Lawrence.
Sorry, Lawrence.
So, I'm looking at Matt's notes here because Matt's the one who's hired you for this, and
Yes.
it doesn't say where you guys met. So if you could just go into a brief where you met Matt, and we could go from there.
Well, it's a funny story. I work part-time at Whole Foods, and he was coming through my line. He was buying some vegan pastry, and we started talking about some things that we, do in our spare time, and he had just mentioned, I told him that I really like freeform jazz, and he said that he does a podcast, and I was very interested because I'd never heard a podcast before.
Wait, you've never heard of a podcast, or you've never listened to a podcast?
Well, I'd heard of them, but I never really listened because generally if I'm listening to something on the radio, it's NPR. Or it's freeform jazz on 94.3.
Okay.
Freeform jazz.
Freeform jazz, yeah. It's really beautiful. You can tell that the artist put a lot of work into it.
Okay. Well, what are some of
Yeah.
your other interests? Do you have like a favorite TV show or anything like that?
Oh, I love Girls on HBO.
I'm sorry.
I love Girls anyway. I'm a bit of a lady killer myself, but I really like Girls. I think it's a great show.
Excuse me. Do you mean Game of Thrones?
That's the one with all the rape stuff in it, right? No, I don't like that
Yep.
one. I like Girls.
Uh,
It's a great show. Lena Dunham, she is the voice of a generation. She's a beautiful lady. She's very, very free with her body, which is something that, I can really identify with.
don't you just sometimes wish you would put more clothes on in that show?
Yeah, Lawrence, the Lena Dunham thing, mesh shirt, weird boobs, kind of grosses me out. Well, you know what? She's very free with herself, and I don't like to judge. And I think that she has a beautiful body. Very beautiful, soft body.
I'm going to take a shot in the dark here. Could you just tell us a couple of your other favorite actresses real quick?
Oh, I love Melissa McCarthy. She is so beautiful.
You know what? Let's play a little game real quick, Lawrence.
I love games.
Are you aware of the dating app Tinder?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I haven't had a lot of luck with it. Still trying to figure out how to use my iPhone. And I'm single, but it's tough because I live with my mom still. I'm taking care of her.
Of course,
she's kind of like
are.
my roommate now.
No.
Yeah, it's me and mom and our cats. Jimmy,
you said
Max,
cats plural.
Yes, we have 6 cats.
Oh, okay.
How many of those are actually yours, and how many of them are your mother's?
Well, I don't think you can ever really own a cat. The cat kind of owns you. You know what I mean?
Of course. So, you know the basics of how Tinder works. The right swipe means you like someone.
Understand.
I'm going to name a couple
Walk me through it, though. Left swipe means no-go.
Yep.
Right swipe means good.
Correct.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, right swipe means basically you'll have sex with this person. Right swipe. Left swipe means no sexy time.
Oh, you guys you're going right into it. This is a little blue.
Well,
I
that's what Tinder's for. Everybody knows that.
Okay.
So
if I had known that, maybe I'll learn my iPhone a little bit faster.
Oh, you
Set up
might
an appointment
want to.
at the Genius Bar.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to name a couple of celebrity names, and you're going to let me know whether you would right swipe on this or left swipe.
And Lawrence, don't be uncomfortable. Just let it out, man. We're all friends here. Okay. Let's do it.
All right, so we'll start with an easy one. Your favorite actress, Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, right swipe.
Oh,
Definitely.
Okay, then Megan Fox.
Left swipe.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Right swipe.
Right swipe, okay. Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron now or Charlize Theron when she was in Monster, which is a fabulous movie.
Why don't you give me your answer for both of those?
Monster, right swipe. Anything else, left swipe. She's a little thin.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I like all shapes and sizes, but the bigger the shape, the better.
I think I see where this might be going. Let me ask one more. Kathy Bates.
Oh, Kathy Bates and Misery. Oh my God, right swipe.
So I've got another fun little thing here. Now, I'm assuming Matt didn't tell you much about what we do on the podcast.
Okay.
There was one episode a while back where we all identified what turns us on and kind of gets our motor running.
Yep.
Holy goodness. It's a little warm in here, isn't it, boys? Goodness.
Matt's was self-flagellation and autoerotic asphyxiation.
Tom is actually a huge fan of hardcore clown porn.
Clown porn? I thought he was into amputees. Isn't he into amputees and clown porn?
He's into amputee clown porn.
Oh,
he's got about 5 videos on the internet he can click on, and he will not stop talking about them.
And Lawrence, I'm called the Sarge, so I guess this won't surprise you too much, but I like girls with tattoos who are also holding guns.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense for Christian. I'm into
kind of does it for me. I don't know. You see a lady straddling a Mark 19 just launching those things off. Oh, boy.
See, I'm a huge fan. My fetish is a little specific. I like porns that is basically the beginning of the porno, and right as they're about to have sex, edited into it is basically the cable cutting out, so like you never get to it. I'm a big fan of like pushing off the excitement.
Well, geez. Gosh, I don't know. I kind of like a woman who knows how to put away a meal, kind of turns me on that, somebody who's not afraid to just get down and eat a couple of steaks, some burgers, some whipped cream.
So we could just say BBW.
What is that, BBW?
It stands for Big Beautiful Woman.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe some BDSM?
What's that one? Oh, you know what? I'm not really into punk music. I like Thelonious Monk a lot.
Thelonious Monk?
Yeah. Really good musician, some great jazz.
Okay.
Yes.
Since you're going to be our political correspondent,
yes,
I just have to ask, who are you supporting in this election?
Hillary Clinton. She's a very strong woman, a little too thin, but very strong. She's very, very brave.
So yeah,
I think brave is the right word for her.
I encourage you, after you get off of this episode, to Google BDSM, because I feel like you'd be into that. You'd really enjoy it.
I don't know. Like I said, boys, I don't like punk music, but you know what?
Give it a try.
I'll be a team player. Let's do it.
So, Lawrence, that's, I think, all the time we have for this interview right now. We were glad to have you as an intern on the show here. And
guys, I'm really excited for my first assignment. I hope I can really bring something special to the table.
We'll make sure we find you something nice and classy for your first assignment.
Excellent.
Yeah, you can definitely count on us, Larry.
Lawrence, it's Lawrence.
We'll do right by you.
Right,
dude.
sorry. I'm working on it, Lawrence. Working on it.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, that was Larry Pennycutt coming to you live from the Misguided Studios. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
Thanks, guys.
Hello, Sanjay. What are you doing? I am using my Gear Network app on my mobile device, my friend. Oh, Gear Network app. What is that? Well, do you listen to Get Ready America? No. Do you listen to Better Life Than Dead? No. Do you listen to Misguided Musings? I do not. No. Well, my friend, they are very good shows and they are on this network. You can download the app by visiting gearnetwork.mobapp.at and download it on your Android device and save it to your home screen on your Apple device. What is Android? That is an operating system. What is Apple? That is another operating system. Oh, but I cannot eat that operating apple? No, you cannot eat that operating apple. However, you can go onto the Gear Network app and shop on the Amazon and have Apple delivered to you. Oh, that is wonderful. Gear Network app. Hooray!
Hey Don, how's it going?
Living the dream. I'm actually just getting ready to do this commercial.
Oh, you mean the commercial where I tell our listeners to tune into Gear Network every week to listen to our show, Get Ready America, that one?
Yeah, John, that's the one.
They can also listen to us talk about news, sports, whatever's on our minds, that.
And a little what's on our listeners' minds, but they're just too nice to say it.
Well, that, Dawn, is a real humdinger. Come join us this and every week for Get Ready America exclusively on the Gear Radio Network.
And the Gear Network app.
All right, everybody, welcome back. That, again, was the voice of Larry Pennycutt, who is going to be our new political correspondent. I feel like I'm just going to continue to call him Larry to see how long he breaks.
I think we should place bets on how long it takes before Larry has a heart attack.
Well, I also think we should see what we could do about sending him some BBW porn in the mail, just to see what happens.
Was anyone surprised that he had 6 cats?
BBW BDSM.
I
wish that was a shocker.
If I was setting it over under, I would have set the over on that one. So that was my bad.
Oh man,
we are going to be giving a bag of dicks away, courtesy of our friends from Dicks by Mail. And so
the tastiest dicks you will ever eat.
A little bit of backstory on this particular bag of dicks. We got a Twitter follower this past week who watched for the first time a video by a guy whose name is Matthew Santoro, and he's a Canadian, which means he deserves a bag of dicks right off the bat.
Time out. A Canadian with a Hispanic last name?
Yeah, I'm not sure how it worked, but yes.
It sounds like somebody went a little far north.
So I'm gonna give the fake name here of the person who did it, and if they want to kind of come out and say that they were the ones who nominated Matt, by all means. So Javier Danning is going to be the person's name.
Javier's a badass name.
Javier is a great name. So
Javier gets shit done.
So
yeah, you don't meet a guy named Javier at working the counter at a movie theater. Like Javier is a guy who owns shit.
So Matthew Santoro did a video and he introduced not only Javier but quite a few people, I take it, to our friends at Dicks by Mail when he mentioned them as the number 49 fact in his 50 Amazing Fact video. And he was really coy about not wanting a bag of dicks, which I assume means he really wanted them. And so
I'm suspicious of anybody who's like, I really don't want this bag of dicks, guys.
I gotta be honest. I think, he did it hoping that someone would watch the video and be like, oh, this is a guy who needs to eat a bag of dicks. I listened to some of his jokes, and I find his humor kind of appalling. And so, and when I say appalling, I mean just bad. He's not somebody who would make it very far in an open mic night, I feel like.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so this is just my own personal feelings. Matthew, if you're listening to this, I'm sure you're a very funny guy in person.
Stop doing
I'm sure you probably wouldn't like me in person, but that's okay.
What's his whole deal?
So anyway, he does a bunch of video series on YouTube. We'll link the particular episode to it.
Is he like a Vine star, or is he... I feel bad for not doing my homework on this. I didn't get to watch the video, but...
Did you not get to watch it, or did you just ignore it?
No, I watched part of it, and then I got distracted because I'm not an asshole, so I just couldn't sit through the whole thing.
So Matthew Santoro is a funny infotainment videos person featuring the most shocking, controversial, mysterious, funny, weird, and mind-blowing facts.
Did you say infotainment?
Yeah, he yeah.
Can we also send him a bag of poisonous scorpions?
So I don't think they send those, but we could probably find out. I feel
Sorry, we couldn't get you a bag of dicks, Matt, but here is some poisonous lizards.
I feel like we could probably fart in a bag and send it to him, and he might be the type of guy to smell it.
I'm doing a Google image search right now, and every single picture makes me sad for his parents.
He loves to be sent letters and artwork packages and stuff, and he actually posted his P.O. box on... Oh, this is sad. On YouTube, so, I mean...
He looks like someone who likes to watch a lot of public sex acts. He seems like kind of an enthusiast.
Oh. You mean everybody?
He's got a shitload of subscribers, though, so good for him. I mean, it's probably like...
oh my God, he's connected to that Nicole Arbor woman? That blonde woman with the pink lipstick who does those really obnoxious videos, and she's not in any way funny. Have you guys seen this one?
No.
I'll link her too. She's the worst.
All right. So, Matthew, on behalf of Misguided Musings, Matthew, enjoy your bag of dicks. Please eat it. Do a video on how it tastes. Whatever you have to do. Thank you to our friends at Dicks by Mail for making that happen. And
Matt, wear a hat, because your bald head is not helping your look, buddy.
There are some people who can pull off the bald with a beard, Jesse being one of them.
Huh.
This guy looks like Wooly Willy, man.
He really does. His beard looks photoshopped on in all of his videos. I mean, maybe it's just because of the green screen in the back or whatever, but I'm just going to go ahead and say... maybe shave that thing into a goatee or like a Fu Manchu. Actually, I found a video with him completely bald and no beard, and I'm not sure which is more upsetting.
Ugh. Everything about him just looks
Ah.
fucking stupid.
His teeth are really white.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing. You know, he's got great dental hygiene, but...
No, but like, they're like unnaturally white. Like he wears
Well,
veneers.
he's kind of unnaturally white, so I guess it kind of goes with the look.
All right, Matt Santoro, enjoy your bag of dicks, because I feel like you're somebody who would eat them and really be appreciative.
You deserve to eat them, really. I mean...
I feel like he's got this video series on myths, and I feel like I don't believe that any of them are unbelievable.
He's not quite as good as Mythbusters.
I'll tell you a myth. There's people out there who believe he's funny.
Oh.
Maybe we just didn't give him enough credit. We'll have to keep watching Matthew Santoro.
Maybe I'll watch a couple more of his videos. Or, maybe I'll fucking jab a Q-tip in my ear.
All right, so everybody, thank you for joining us on this episode of Misguided Musings. You can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Misguided Musings. You can follow us on Twitter at Musing Podcast. You can also follow me at J_K_Oster. Jesse is at HAfricanJ, and Christian is at A Bastard Prophet. And you are now going to be taken out to the dulcet tones of Sarge, who is angry at bards or street musicians or something. So
They're called fucking buskers, and they are, without question, the worst human beings on earth.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here's Christian's off fuck it on buskers.
All right, so listen, I'm a fan of live music. I love music in general. Every single day, I listen to music on my iPod on the way to work. I listen to my own playlist at work. Listen to music on the way home. There is nothing goddamn worse than some dickhead who thinks he's talented enough to make me listen to his music without asking my permission first. You're standing on a hot-ass train platform in the dead of summer, and all you want to do is go fucking home, and you're stuck there with 1,000 of your closest friends, and there's some dickhead in the center of the platform playing his own fucking lazy, clumsy, dickhead version of Santeria on his shitty Epiphone nylon string guitar. I just want to hit this guy in the face with a goddamn tennis racket. I don't want to listen to your music, dude. No one on that train platform wants to listen to your music. And you know what? The guy who does want to listen to your music, he's just as much of an asshole as you are. Stop it. No one wants to give you money. No one wants to hear your shitty music. No one wants to be anywhere near you because you smell like patchouli and you sing like a goddamn moron. I don't get it. Who tells these people, hey, you know what? I really like that terrible song you just played. How about you play it for a bunch of people who didn't ask to listen to it? And people say, oh, well, you don't have to listen to it. You can put on your headphones. No, it's my goddamn free space. If I don't want to put on my headphones, I shouldn't have to be punished for not wanting to listen to my own music and trying to stand for like 5 seconds worth of fucking silence. Ugh, fucking buskers, man. Fuck you guys. Fuck you in public. Fuck you.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gear Network.